All right, we're starting off with our milk chocolate M&Ms in our greased bundt pan. I have here my Dolly Parton's caramel sheet cake mix, and this actually comes with a caramel packet. So we're getting our caramel packet out, and we're gonna open this up. And we're gonna squeeze the caramel right on top of our M&Ms, just spreading it out as best as possible for this easy and delicious sweet fall treat. Obviously, I'm using those Halloween M&Ms that are black and orange, but you can use whatever M&Ms you like. You can even use the peanut ones, but I think that these are gonna be so delicious, and this caramel is gonna be great, because who doesn't love caramel and chocolate together? All right, that looks good enough. We're gonna put this to the side and bring in a bowl and a whisk, and we are gonna use that caramel cake mix. I'm so excited. Caramel cake just sounds absolutely delicious, and we're gonna keep this super simple because we are just gonna make this a soda cake. So I have my ginger ale here that we're gonna use, but you can use a Sprite, you can use a root beer, you can use a Dr. Pepper, but I think ginger ale goes great with all these fall flavors, with the caramel, with the chocolate. And then we are gonna use 2 mini cans, or 1.5 mini cans, because I didn't have a full can, but usually you would use a full can for this. All right, that should be good enough. And then we're gonna go ahead and whisk this until it is well combined. Look how fluffy and delicious this looks. I can't believe that Dolly came out with a caramel cake mix. That just sounds so delicious. It's my first time trying this cake mix, but I have made this recipe before with other cake mixes. Oh, it looks so good, and it smells good too. Do you smell it, babe?
Oh my gosh, and I smell the M&Ms.
All right, this is ready. I really wanna try this batter, but I'm gonna hold off. And we're gonna go ahead and bring back our greased bundt pan. It's important that it's greased, and we're gonna pour our batter right on top of those M&Ms and that caramel. Gotta do some maneuvering. I have a spatula here to help me. All right, we got that all out. I'm gonna just make sure that this is even in our bundt pan, but that is ready for the oven. My oven is set to 350, and this is gonna bake for about 45 to 50 minutes. Oh my, this smells so delicious. So we actually had this in the oven closer to 40 minutes, and I'm so ready to give this a try. We're gonna go ahead and put our cutting board right on top, and this should flip right on our cutting board. Ooh, I'm so excited. Finally got under it. Oh my goodness. Wow, those M&Ms look crazy. All right, it's time to give this a try. All right, I got my plate here, and let's cut a slice. Chocolate caramel cake. Okay, might want to let this cool so it doesn't fall apart like my slice did, but this looks so good.
Too excited.
Okay, I know, you guys know I can't wait. Chocolate caramel bundt cake.
Is it good?
Wow, that is so tasty. That cake mix with M&Ms, oh, game changer. All right, those were just our imitation crab legs that we cut up. Now I'm gonna pour these right into our bowl. Make sure you get all of that deliciousness in there. Oh yeah, perfect. Now I'm instantly gonna come in with our 12 ounces of whipped cream cheese. You can use softened cream cheese if you prefer, but I like the whipped because it is already whipped up for you. And we're gonna add that whole 12 ounces in there because we want it to be extra creamy. Yum. Now I'm gonna come in with my green onion, and we're gonna chop up a good amount of this green onion right into our bowl with our crab legs and our cream cheese. This is gonna be such a super easy, delicious appetizer or lunch, whatever you wanna make it for. It is a crowd pleaser. And I obviously used the imitation crab, but you can use real crab if that's what you prefer, but I don't mind the imitation, and I feel like it is a lot cheaper. That should be good. We use about half of our stock. We're gonna season this up with some garlic powder. Beautiful. And of course, some onion powder. But you can season this however you like. Oops, I screwed that off when I didn't need to. And I'm just adding as much as I like so that it's nice and seasoned. Now our secret sauce is our Worcestershire sauce, or Worcestershire sauce, and we're gonna go ahead and add a little bit of that into this. It's just gonna add some smokiness and some great flavor. We're gonna add about a tablespoon, I think. That sounds about right. And then we're gonna add a little bit of our cheddar jack. And I'm just gonna add maybe a handful in there. You don't need too much. You don't want to take too much flavor away from the crab. Now I'm gonna come in with my big spatula, and it is time to mix this all together. I also want to note that you can get the flaky crab meat, but I didn't see it in the store, so I went with the legs, and I think it's gonna be great. Those big crab chunks are gonna be delicious. Oh my goodness. All right, let's make sure we get this well mixed. All right, and this looks perfectly mixed. Now we can put this to the side and bring in our King Hawaiian sweet rolls. And I actually separated these so that they are just 4 a piece. And I'm gonna come in with my serrated knife, and we are gonna do some diagonal cuts, but make sure not to cut all the way through. We just want a nice little slit. And then we're gonna do the opposite diagonal, just like so. Not going all the way through, so that we have these easy slits made. And we're gonna do that to the rest as well. Okay, those are all cut up, and now I put our crab mixture in a large piping bag with a large cut at the tip. And we're just gonna get this ready to pipe right into our slits. Ooh, and you gotta make sure that cut is big so that the crab will come out. And we are just stuffing our Hawaiian rolls with that crab mixture. Really get it in there. And we're adding it to each slit, making these some beefy Hawaiian rolls, but they're gonna be so delicious. All right, let's get all of these stuffed. Finishing up our last one. Beautiful. Okay, our stuffed Hawaiian sweet rolls with that delicious crab mixture is ready to be popped in the oven at 350 for only 15 minutes. Get everything nice, warm, and tasty. Oh my goodness. These not only smell amazing, they look amazing. Oh, I absolutely cannot wait to try these, but I'm gonna top this off with a little bit of sweet and sour sauce. This is obviously optional. I don't know how fast it's gonna come out, so we're just gonna, ooh, all right, we're just gonna do a nice little drizzle, nothing crazy. Like I said, this is optional, but I just think it goes so great with those crab ragoon flavors. You can even put it on the side as a dipping sauce, but I think that looks amazing. All right, now it's time. Oh, those are so crispy, so stuffed. All right, let's pull one off. Oh, that looks so good. It's a little bit browner than I would like, so maybe, you know, take it out a little bit sooner than me, but. That is really good. Oh my goodness. You have to try it. All right, that's our romaine lettuce in our 9x13. I have some turkey deli meat that I diced up that we're gonna put right on the front half of our pan, just like so. We have some diced cherries that we're gonna put right along the side of our turkey meat. Now, if you don't like turkey, you could do chicken or ham, whatever deli meat you like. All right, that looks beautiful. I have 6 hard-boiled eggs that I diced that we're gonna put right next to our cherries for this delicious all-in-one pan, easy peasy lunch. Beautiful. I have 3 avocados that I diced that we're gonna put next to our eggs, just like that. Oh my goodness, the avocado looks absolutely incredible. We have everyone's favorite cheese, blue cheese crumbles. I'm gonna open this up and we're gonna put this right here next to our avocado all in its corner. Let's make sure you get all of that out. Now, if you don't like blue cheese, you can use feta or a cheddar, whatever you want. Last but not least, we have 10 slices of bacon that I cut up that we're gonna put in our last corner for our easy lunch. All these flavors come together so beautifully. You guys are gonna want to try this dish. All right, now that we have this all together, I'm gonna come to the side and bring in a measuring cup, and I have some extra virgin olive oil, and we're gonna do a generous amount of olive oil right in there. We're gonna do about 1/4 a cup of olive oil in our measuring cup, and then we're gonna do 1/4 a cup of avocado oil. Now, if you have a preference, you can do 1 cup or 1/2 cup of just one of them, but I think the mixture of the two just complement this salad very, very well. And then we're gonna add a little bit of our red wine vinegar to this, and we're just making a dressing for this delicious little Cobb salad that we're making. And look how fun that red vinegar looks in our oil, little droplets. And I'm gonna add some Dijon mustard, and that's just gonna add some good tang. I'm gonna add about 2 tablespoons, but you can add as much as you like, depending on how thick you want your dressing. We have some minced garlic, and you guys know I love my garlic, so I had to use that. And I'm just gonna use kind of whatever's left in this. Perfect. But if you don't like raw garlic, you can just do garlic powder. And then finally, we're gonna just do some onion powder. And generally, I would put pepper in this too, but I'm all out today, so no pepper. I'm gonna grab my whisk, and it's time to mix this together. All right, and you can double this dressing if you want it to be extra drenched, but I don't like my salad too dressed, so I'm gonna keep it at my measurements. And now it's time to drizzle our dressing right on top of everything. Make sure it just seeps down to all of that romaine lettuce. Come in with our spoon and get all of that garlic mustard out. Beautiful. All right, I put on my food grade gloves because this is gonna be a messy one, and we are going to toss our salad. Get everything mixed together, super easy. Obviously you can do this in a bigger bowl, or you can do it with a spoon, but this is how I like to do it, and this is what works for me in my kitchen. So I'm just gonna make sure that everything gets well combined in our large 9x13. All right, that's all mixed. We can take our gloves off, and now it is time to give this a taste test, our delicious Cobb salad. Oh my goodness, it looks so good. It honestly looks perfectly dressed. Oh my goodness, you gotta make sure you get all of it. Beautiful. This is gonna be so good. Great for Thanksgiving, great for holiday parties, great for, honestly, any day. This is incredible.